morning, I lost something. I went to pick up the post, and when I came back, I couldn't read it because I lost my glasses. So I had to go and look for them. And I found them. Quite often, I lose my keys. And I have to look for them, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get into my house or my car. That wouldn't be very good, would it? Last year, I lost something a bit more precious than my keys or my glasses. I lost my cat, Misha. And I looked everywhere for him. And I couldn't find him. So I asked Jesus to help me. And you know Jesus did? And after 4 weeks, he brought Misha back to me. He was very frightened, weren't you? Yes. Were you lonely? Yes, me too. It wasn't very nice. But we were so pleased to be back together again. This morning I want to tell us a story about somebody who got lost. His name was Yumi. Say hello, Yumi. Oh. Well, Yumi belonged to this man. We're not told his name. We're just told he was a shepherd. And he was a really good shepherd. He really looked after his sheep. It's green with that. And one day, it was time for to get the sheep in, and he always counted them to make sure that everybody was safe. So he started to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh, I must have miscounted, he said. I better do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh dear, there was still only 99 sheep. What am I going to do, he said. I'll have to find out who it is. And the shepherd knew all his sheep by name, so he called their names right to the end, and eventually he found out that Yumi was missing. Well, he said to the rest of the sheep, I'm going to put you in the fold and close the door so nobody can get in, because, you know, out there where the shepherd lived, there were some terrible things for sheep. Oh, lions! Roar! Oh, it's all right, Yumi, it's all right. He didn't want the lions to get his sheep. There were also some very big bears. Roar! He didn't want them to get the sheep either, and I'm sure the sheep didn't want the bear to get them. So he got the sheep in the fold nice and safe, and off he went to look for Yumi. And he looked and he looked, and he couldn't find him. So he started calling his name. Yumi, where are you, Yumi? And eventually he could hear Yumi. Oh, 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 oh. And he followed the sound, and sure enough, there was Yumi, stuck in a little place between the rocks, and he couldn't get out. So the shepherd picked him up and he took him in his arms and he said, don't worry anymore, Yumi, because you're going to come home with me. Oh, Yumi was so pleased. He felt so safe and so secure with the shepherd. And you know, in the Bible, it tells us this. It says, Jesus says, I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep. Jesus can be our shepherd. And you know, if we wander away from him sometimes, have we wandered, do you think, because we haven't been seeing each other at Sunday school and church? I hope not. But you know, if we have, we sometimes get into deep water. And you know what you can find in deep water? You can meet one of these. Oh, it's a crocodile. I wouldn't want to meet one of these on a dark night. Oh, no. And you know, sometimes we get into little problems, just like a crocodile. Have you got some crocodiles in your life? Well, if you have, perhaps you need Jesus to keep you safe, if you haven't already. You know, somebody else in the Bible, they said this. It was King David, and he said, "The Lord is my shepherd. Jesus is my shepherd." Can we say that today? Can we say that Jesus is our shepherd? I hope so. And if we have wandered off, don't forget, he can save us from all the crocodiles in our life, because he's always looking for us. He's always there, just waiting for us, bring us back into his fold. Perhaps we can just pray about that this morning. Father, thank you for being our good shepherd. Thank you for protecting us, guiding us, and dying on the cross so we can be saved. Forgive us when we don't always follow you. Keep us on the right path and show us the way you would like us to go. Amen. Our song this morning is a favourite. If we had a top 10 in Sunday school, this would definitely be number 1. You'll all know it. It's Jesus' love is very wonderful. It tells us how great the love of Jesus is, and that it's so big that he always finds us, even when we stray from him. Let's see if we can all do the actions. Good exercise.
Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful.
Oh, wonderful love. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So